There is nothing wrong with your television set. Do not attempt to adjust the picture. We are controlling transmission.
And we're still here.
How many days has it been
Yeah.
now?
This is episode 104.75.
75?
Ish.
Something
Yeah,
like
this
that.
one's not quite a half. This is more of a 0.75. So anyway, yeah, hopefully everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving. How was yours?
It was good.
Yeah.
Kind of low-key, didn't do too much. Obviously ate a lot of food, too much food.
Yeah.
But it was great. How about
No,
yourself?
no arguing at the table or anything like that?
No.
Yeah, we have a strict no arguing policy as well. So, but it was good. Got to see family and do all that stuff. Cool. So hopefully everybody out there had a wonderful Thanksgiving. You didn't eat too much and you didn't spend too much because we have a little surprise for the viewers today. Got over 100 in here. Hopefully everybody's Tuesday is going all right. So yeah, we're calling it Cyber Monday still, but it's Cyber Tuesday.
It's Cyber
We're
Tuesday.
rewriting the book over here at Mudhole. So, Hunter, what you got for us?
So
you gonna walk us through this thing?
Yeah, let's just get right into it. So last week, Wednesday, we went live for a quick 1 hour-ish
I think I remember that. Yes.
And we gave out, the promo for the sale for Black Friday was 15% off orders of $150 or more.
Yep.
And we gave the viewers a special code, 100 codes that were 20% off.
Right.
So we're gonna up the ante today. It's Cyber Tuesday, right?
Cyber Tuesday.
So
wow.
for any of you guys and gals that still have a little bit of money left over,
Yeah.
hopefully,
we're gonna get it.
we have a special code for you to use today for
Okay.
25% off orders of $150 or more.
All right.
And that code is Cyber25. Cyber25 will get you 25% off orders of $150 or more.
But
But there's not 100.
nope,
There's only 50.
there's 50.
So first 50 people to use that code will get 25% off their order. Obviously some exclusions in there. Doesn't count towards already discounted product or a few of the other brands in there.
Right.
But for the most part, 98% of the entire site
chunk.
is on
A
sale.
big chunk of it.
And of course we have tons of leftover products that we're gonna get into in a few minutes. But if you're looking to place an order, do it now. Take that code, Cyber25.
Yeah.
Go place your order so you can be one of the first
Open
50
a new
people.
tab. Hit the little boop.
There you go. And we also, before we get into the other products, we got a flash sale today.
Oh, that's right. We got the MHX heavy duty rod rack.
Yeah, so $75 off the rod rack. I think that gets the price down to like 160, 170-ish.
Yeah.
Somewhere in that range. So a great value there. $75 off the flash sale. That will end today. And of course, the sale itself, not the discount code we just talked about, but the sale itself goes until tomorrow.
I really think the MHX HD rod rack doesn't get the love that it deserves.
It's a really unique product.
I think people think it's like, yes, it is a rod rack. And I know it's just a rod rack. But for the fact that it's super heavy, I'm talking like, don't drop it on your toe heavy. It's great, and it can handle, we got 4 bent butts in there that you can handle with it. You can handle offshore tackle. You can handle anything else, and you're already spending time and money to build a custom rod. Why not put it in a decent rod rack? Don't lean it up against the corner in the garage and things like that. But, we're talking stainless steel hardware.
Right.
Which, you want to keep it on the dock. You want to get back, unload the boat, put the rods in it, use it to hose it down, put it in the dock carrier and the tackle carrier, run it back up to the house, leave it in the garage, do whatever. It's definitely more than just some of that cheap stuff you try to nail to the wall and then it ends up you pulling the molly out of the wall and it rips a hole in the drywall and all that stuff. So avoid all that. and just get the MHX HD rod rack and save 75 bucks.
Yep.
So that's my sham wow push for the MHX HD rod rack. There you have it.
So cool. A lot of items from our Black Friday sale we've carried over into Cyber Monday. And leading off with the first category that that a lot of people have took advantage of is rod blanks. So
Yeah.
we're doing up to 50% off select American Tackle, Atrex and Bushido rod blanks.
Okay.
So whether it's I think some of the models are like 2-piece and et cetera. And we also have some carryover matrix blanks from the Black Friday sale as well.
Sure,
So those are still on discount. But you had a good idea. Obviously, if you buy one of these blanks, right,
Yeah.
you got to have a grip or a grip kit to go with it. So what do you got for
Yeah,
us?
you got to have components. So we got the guys in the war room going to put up the links here for our grip and handle kits, as well as guide kits. So you get a couple rod blanks, get those on clearance. You've got the code Cyber25 to match up, get you some handle components. We've got really, really cool. Just as an example, I pulled this from downstairs. Just a CRB spinning handle kit, right? It's easy. It can go on a number of different things. We've got probably, Uncle Phil, what did we do? Maybe, is there 12 or 15 handle kits in there? Kind of a mix, different materials, different looks. You want a split grip, you want a full grip, cork, EVA, things like that. So remember, when you're looking in the clearance rack, don't forget we're throwing the code in there to get 25% off, so you can also pick up your handle kits, your guide sets, things like that. And then when you need to know what winding checks you want to get, how does that fit a rod blank, give the guys and gals downstairs a call. They'll be happy to measure something out for you. Or you can run over to the Learn tab at mudhole.com, and that will give you, if you're buying a MHX blank or a CRB blank, that's going to give you your dimensions to make sure you get the right reel seat and the right winding checks to dress that thing up for the holidays.
Yep. And then we do also have up to 50% off some clearance MHX rod blanks. Again, some of the carryover from the Black Friday sale will include some of the native fly blanks in the satin black color that we talked about last week.
Yeah.
And of course, we got some OEM rod blanks thrown into that category as well. Got any questions coming in? Anything interesting or fun?
Not really. No real questions. There's one here, a BFS rod. To make a BFS rod, can you use a spinning blank? Dustin, absolutely. Remember, a rod blank doesn't necessarily know what it is supposed to be. So it's up to you to decide, right? Spinning blanks are a great option for the BFS because you're going to be using not your typical casting setup, right? You're not going to be throwing 50-pound straight braid or 20-pound fluorocarbon. Most of the time you're using really, really light tackle, the smaller BFS reels, and you're going to be throwing little tiny crankbaits or other types of artificials in that BFS world. So a spinning blank would be perfect for that because typically you're going to throw that lure and line rating, but before BFS came around, you're going to be throwing it on a size 500 spinning reel. All you got to do now is take the same blank and put a casting handle and grip set on it, run some conventional casting guides on it, get you a BFS reel, spool it up, and you're ready to rock. So yes, Dustin, do not worry about what the blank says it's supposed to be. Now, granted, we can't go crazy, right? You're not going to take an 8-weight fly blank and go out and troll for marlin with it. But when it comes to little kind of niche things like this, the spinning blank and the BFS, it's a great, great option. Yeah. Joe said, I love these special shows. Joe, we appreciate it. Just don't say that so loud, okay? Don't say that so loud. What else you got? How about, are hook keepers on a saltwater rod a bad idea?
You're going to get some mixed opinions on this because saltwater is very harsh on not just hook keepers, but every single part and piece of your rod and your boat and your tackle and everything. So, you know, if it's an inshore rod, if you're going after redfish, trout, snook, tarpon, you know, I can see where some guys, not all, would want, you know, put a hook keeper on. I think for the most part, it's probably going to be a no, especially when you get up to the heavier saltwater rods. You don't really see a lot of hook keepers on those, but it's one of those things. It comes down to personal preference. If you want a hook keeper on your rod, then put a hook keeper on your rod.
Just be prepared to defend why you did so.
For sure.
You're right. I am somebody, I do like the CRB Arrow style hook keeper on my inshore rods, mainly because, you know, I'm throwing an artificial with an open hook and it's just easy. Also, what I try to take into account is how heavy are the guides and what kind of guides are you using? So, for example, when I have a sailfish rod, that's not like marlin trolling heavy type stuff. That's a different category, but I am using medium duty conventional guides, but I'm bump trolling a live bait. So I've got a circle hook, so I've got an open hook, but I don't really want a hook keeper because it's a 7/0 circle hook. I don't want or can really find a hook keeper that's got enough gauge to it. But my medium duty guides, the frames are actually strong enough that I feel comfortable putting that hook on the outside of the frame. We're never putting a hook on the inside of the ceramic ring, right? I see it way too much, right? And you know, especially on my boat, and the clients are trying to be nice and keep everything together, and they'll put that, you know, hook inside the ceramic, and I got to tell them like, hey, let's not do that. That's what a hook keeper's for. But remember too, some of the lighter wire guides, single footers and some things like that, you really can't utilize those as a hook keeper, right? So if I'm got a size 30 medium duty on a spinning rod, I'm probably going to feel comfortable enough to put a single hook on there. If you've got like a big giant trolling plug, not only do I feel like you might damage a guide, but you might damage a rod blank or scratch the finish or something like that. So stay away from all that. And then of course, if you've got a big trolling rod, mainly you will be trolling, have biminis, have snap swivels, and you're actually going to remove that lure. And if you've got a big like 50 wide or Penn Senators or something, they have clips on the top of the reels to clip into. So you don't need to worry about that. You're just going to clip your snap swivel right to that. So Stephen, that might have been more than you wanted, but there's kind of, I tried to go as far as I could with, you know, giving you a couple different options, not knowing what you're gonna do. The one thing I will say, and this will get the people going in terms of controversy, I never, ever, ever put a hook keeper on a fly rod. And it doesn't matter what weight, I don't care what weight it is, I'm never putting a hook keeper on a fly rod. Mainly because I'm using anywhere from a 7.5 to a 12 or 14 foot leader. And when you get the fly line inside of the rod tip, sometimes it can be a pain to get out, right? So why not just take your fly and instead of putting it on this little goofy hook keeper in front of the grip, go behind the reel and go up your rod as far as you can and just go right there in the guide. Now, I don't go all the way up, but if I do have some double footers, I stay on the outside of the frame, put it there. That gives you enough scope where all of your leader and tippet are out of the fly rod and a little bit of your fly line's out. So when you take your fly off, give a little wiggle, and you're ready to fish, and you're not having to try to fish that fly line out of that rod tip. Because what will happen is your fly line is heavier than your fly, you unhook the fly, and the fly line comes tumbling down your guides, and then you're really happy about it. And then you're like, man, I can't believe I called Chris an idiot on live for saying that he doesn't use hook keepers on his fly rod. So there you go. What else we got?
So if you just joined, 25% off your order of $150 or more, Cyber25. If you just joined, there's only 50 codes out there. We need to get a check on the count, guys, if we can figure out
that's right.
how many have been used so far.
Wasn't Jake the code counter last time?
The code counter.
Oh, okay.
Let's see if we can get a report on that.
Gotcha.
In the
Get on the
meantime,
horn.
in the meantime, we've
Yeah.
got a couple other categories I want to hit on here. 2 so far. Oh, come on, guys. We gotta
Well,
get at
I
it.
think they're, they're tuning in. They're waiting, right? They're just
Waiting for what?
Well, they want all of your knowledge is what they want.
That comes
so.
with a heavy, heavy price. A couple of the
Not even
categories.
a code is going to get
Not
you
even
that.
a code.
All right, what else?
Up to 75% off. Speaking of hook keepers, CRB clearance hook keepers, hook keeper kits, which I think there's a couple, maybe a drop shot hook keeper kit in there,
Yes.
and then also tip tops. We also have up to 75% off closeout CRB and American Tackle handle grips.
Yep.
I'm not sure what that actually is, but and then moving on to something you're a little bit familiar with in the saltwater world is save up to 50% on MHX Gaff components.
Yeah.
Meaning specifically our Talon Gaff hooks, and I believe the Talon Gaff, you can catch a whale with this thing.
Yeah, and that's the small one.
The Talon Gaff blanks, I believe, are also on a discount. Maybe we just haven't got to those just yet, or they are included in that same category.
Components, right?
Yeah, but yeah, you can see it on your screen right there. We've got the blanks and the gaffs on sale right now at a really good discount. So if you need, if you're in the market for a new gaff, you can pair these two together, and you got pretty good combo right there.
Excellent. This is a good question. Now, ugly dog, LOL. I want to get into rod building, and I have the money. What do I need to get? So, and just for honesty purposes, right? You can go as mild or as wild as you want, but you're going to need something to wrap this rod on. You're going to need something to dry the rod on. So a rod wrapper of some sort. We have the core wrapper, which is inexpensive, portable, and nice. And then we've got the G2 Pro Power Wrapper that is, the ultimate, right? So with your budget and concerns, with your size of your workshop, or, as we've talked before, if you've seen any of the other previous 104 episodes, we try not to do this on grandma's vintage and antique dining room table. So you have to take into account what kind of workbench you're working with. The penthouse here, we're set up pretty good, right? At my house, I'm still using a hand wrapper. All these years later, I still like the hand wrapper. I still use it. So just depends. Budget. But what you need is something to wrap on, and you need something to dry on, because the dryer is going to help you level that finish out, and it's going to be just a constant turning motor. And then, of course, from there, you just need your components. We've got kits, but you're going to need blank handles, guides, things like that. So in terms of what you need, I'll let you go from there on that. We're happy, and everybody in the Mudhole Live Rod Builders Workshop Facebook group, if you're not a part of that, what are we up to on there? 40,000? 35,000? What do we got? Huh? 37,000? All right, so 37,000 people in that Mudhole Live Rod Builders Workshop. If you're not a part of that, I see you're on YouTube. Maybe you're on Facebook too, but run over there. There's always great suggestions and help in there as well. So again, since you got that money, figure out what you want to spend of it. And that's pretty much how we go down it.
Yeah, I'd like to hit on, short answer here, 2 different things. One, the all-in-one kits are specifically designed for exactly what you're looking for.
Exactly.
Or you can go with just a standard startup kit. We have the core startup kit, and we also have the advanced startup kit.
Yes.
I think the advanced one is sold out, but should be restocked next week. Now, back to the all-in-one kits. These are my go-to because not only do you get the supplies and tools to build your first rod, but you actually get that first rod along with it.
Exactly.
So as you see on your screen right now, we have, I think, 5 or 6 total all-in-one kits. We've got 2 spin, 2 cast, 1 fly, and 1 ice kit. The ice kit actually features 3 complete rod builds, which is really cool. All of these are sub $300, so
Yeah.
really good price points.
Sweet.
What you looking for?
I'm looking for some cork seal because the next question I was going to answer. And what I love about this is, we were talking about this earlier, honesty, right? So Donato asks, what sealer do you recommend for cork? I know you don't like it. So I don't use cork seal. I like my cork to feel like cork, And that's not to say that the cork seal that it changes the feel. It changes it just a little bit, but it really doesn't. It doesn't make it sticky. It doesn't make it slippery, but it does seal the cork. I like my cork to get worn and weathered and, get the nice fish slime and juju all over it and stuff like that. So I don't like it, but there is a product called Cork Seal. That's the one. If you go on mudhole.com, type in Cork Seal, that's the one. So it's very easy to put on. Typically, you need one coat, wipe it on, let it dry, you're ready to rock. So that's it. U40 Cork Seal. It's on the screen right now. Look at that. Dude, I'm telling you, the war room.
On it.
And I will say, Uncle Phil, are you taking credit for that new format with the bringing up the website and everything? Are you officially taking credit for that? Maybe? Not really? He's modest. If you could see behind here, he's like, no, not me. So, but Jake said he'll take credit for it. Why not? No. But yeah, no, I know. But Phil, that is really cool. Thank you for bringing that to the table. And also, if you notice the way the code's floating around on the screen and the little Cyber Monday dealie up there, that's all Uncle Phil. So good job, man. You were running around here. How many Celsius did you have to get that figured out? Like, you were buzzing, bud. You were buzzing. Yeah, right. Exactly. Work on that, Jake. Get that going. I'm sure they need somebody with a mullet and some like really nice hair sipping on some Celsius on live. So, but anyway, let's see. Yeah, Jeremiah's got it. Get the G2 Pro Kit, best thing since sliced bread.
Yeah, you could just go all in and bite the bullet on the full kit.
Now, am I going to call you out and like, when are those coming back?
They're in stock.
Well, you heard it here first.
I mean, not the Ultimate Kit, but the new Power Wrapper Kit.
Right.
If that's what you're referring to.
Yeah.
We got a lot of those.
Yeah, perfect.
Buy them up.
Perfect.
And the code, the 25% off code may or may not work for the Power Wrapper Kit.
Does it?
Wink, wink, hint, hint.
Yeah.
Maybe you should go buy it and see.
Yeah, put it in the cart and just see what happens. It'll tell you if it works or not. We promise. Let's see. Terry, this is actually a good question, and I'm glad you brought this up because I drove up from South Florida today, and I am freezing. And you're going to laugh because it's 54 degrees in Central Florida today. Go ahead, laugh it up. But I am freezing. Terry, what ice rod kit is a good kit for beginners? You get to practice on 3 rods. Is a good kit. Yes, ice rod kit is a great kit for beginners. You get to practice on 3 rods, really start to outfit your whole arsenal, your sled or your hut or whatever you guys do it. I will say, I had a good time when I went. I mean,
but
we're hanging out fishing with Buzz.
We're still going to joke about it.
Yeah, we're still going to joke about it, all right. That our ice fishing trip was brought to you by Jim Beam from the makers of it. But that thing, it was cool. Got to watch the flasher, catch a couple different species. And yeah, I applaud y'all for doing that. But it is pretty fun. So anyway, Terry, you're exactly right. That ice rod kit, you get 3 rods in it, and they're all really nice. So
Yep.
hard water is here, or almost, I guess.
Almost. Got to be freezing up soon.
Whew. What else?
Let's do a couple more categories. How about
Why not?
So this is a pretty cool one. 50% off clearance abalone inlay sheets. This is select colors. It's not the full range of abalone, but there are some really cool colors in this selection.
Yeah.
So check those out. 50% off, and that goes for the quarter sheets, half sheets, and full sheets.
Nice.
75% off clearance fighting butts and butt caps from American Tackle and CRB. So you got some more grip stuff thrown in there, as well as up to 75% off CRB and OEM clearance cork and EVA grip components. Even more handles. So if you're in the market for handles and grips, we got plenty of that for you.
Sweet.
Add in some graphite handle tubing into that equation. And then we also have 50% off American Tackle clearance spinning reels, and also some of the tumblers that go along, or not go along with the reels, but in addition to. And then I've got 50% off sulky clearance thread. I believe that's the metallic sulky thread, so good stuff there.
Oh, yeah. And it does pop really nice.
Yeah.
The colors, that is.
The colors.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
be specific there.
Yeah, exactly. Let's get this one here real quick. I have a spinning rod guide train picked out that I want to order for now for all inshore salt and bass fishing. Haven't picked a blank. What size tip is a safe guess to order? So, Mike, I am going to go ahead and recommend, since you don't have a blank picked out, the one you need is an SJ842. That's it. Short answer, final answer. Do you agree with me?
Absolutely.
He agrees with me. SJ842 by MHX. Okay. The best part about it is fish is both great. It's fast. It's not over powerful, right? So you're going to get a mixture of the faster action that you get in like a mag taper, but it's going to be softer because it is an SJ, so that's a spin jig. But if you're fishing inshore, it's going to allow you to throw artificials and do pretty much anything you want. Now, it's on the screen here, SJ42. It's in a bunch of different metallic colors. They're killer. If you scroll down there a little bit, guys, scroll down, show him the specs. Okay, so right there in the specifications, you see the tip? Tip, 4.5, okay? What you're gonna wanna do is, I do not know what guide train kit you have. I'm gonna assume the running guides are going to be either a 6 or a 5. So, you are going to find a tip top, and I try to find the tip top that's in the same family that your guide set is. So, if it's me, I'm buying an LZR spinning guide set. Okay, not the medium duties, you don't need those for an SJ842. The regular spinning guide set. If you go there, those are going to be, I think 5s are in the running guides. So the running guides run out. There is also, what you see on the screen now, then there is also an LZR light duty top. It's all in all the same colors, black, silver, gunsmoke. Match your tip top that you see right there. Then you're going to choose your size of your ring and the size of your tube. So right there, your tube size 4.5 and your ring 4, 5, and 6. Okay? Match your ring to your last running guide or the last set of running guides. And then the tip that we showed you a minute ago, SJ842 is 4.5. You're done. Wrap it up and go fishing.
Bingo.
Sweet.
Cool.
That is helpful, Uncle Phil. My gosh. I think we're going to give, maybe you won't get a bonus this year, but maybe we'll get you like a honey baked ham or something, you know? Maybe we'll do that. Or Hunter will get you a gift card to Mud Hole.
Yeah.
How about that?
We'll get you some mud bucks.
We'll put you some mud bucks, 1 million mud bucks for Uncle Phil running the 1s and 2s this afternoon. Cool. Let's see. Yeah, Ricky, what I was mentioning there, do you have a guide train that you like for the SJ842? The LZR light duty, I think they're called light duty spinning, right? Do we have them up here? It's not the medium duties. I can't remember if
the
it's
medium duty is just in the casting.
I think right, that's what I mean.
There's one. The spinning version is just the spinning version, I believe. Of course, we don't have any. Oh, they are. There we go. We're missing one guide, but
Yeah.
comes in a cool little carbon fiber looking box.
But I couldn't remember if it, like when you're looking for them, you can just do LZR spinning and it's, you know, we have medium duty in some guides and lights in some, and we have both in some. So, light LZR spinning guide set for that SJ842 is the one. So yeah. What else? You got anything else up there that we can?
Let's finish out. I got a couple categories left here.
Clearance bin.
35% off arcane clearance winding checks. So you're building a nice fly rod or bamboo and kind of cane stuff like that. Arcane winding checks are definitely a good complement to that. 75% off American Tackle clearance decorative diamond wrap, which is kind of almost looks like a finger trap kind of deal. You know, it's got the pull it up, show the picture of it. 75% off CRB clearance decorative trim rings.
Okay.
Looking to deck out your handle, check those out. And then up to 75% off CRB clearance mixing cups and dishes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You snuck that one in there.
Maybe.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Those are think we have some under here. Like, you're talking the aluminum dishes and all that?
Not the aluminum dishes. No.
No, but the...
Some of the mixing cup sizes are being phased out.
Oh, yeah, but mixing cups and dishes.
Yeah,
I didn't mean like the all aluminum like ramekin ones.
No.
No, not those.
And
but,
not the foil Ds either.
Well, but if you get you a big sleeve of mixing cups.
Yes.
Okay, now we're
Even
talking.
if they're a bigger size than you need, which what are those? We got those are 1 ounce. I think we also have a larger size in there too. But mixing cups, you got to have them. There's something that every rod builder has to have. So
for sure.
Whether you're used to using the 1 ounce and maybe the ones on sale or 5 or 2.5 ounce, whatever they might. Yeah, 2.5.
Get you.
I don't know if those are actually on clearance, that specific one or not, but
yeah, but you know what, the code works.
It does. 25% off. Cyber 25.
That's it. Real quick here. This guide set, what guides do you recommend for an SW70H as a bottom rod? I'm a big fan. And I know some people with a bottom rod, they're using like boat guides that have no ceramics in them and stuff like that. But I am a big fan of the CRB turbos.
Yeah, could go that route.
I just really like the turbos. I feel like that they do a great job for a number of different things. Because depending on what kind of reel, if you have like a really narrow offshore reel that you're like trolling or you're using like live baiting for sailfish, we've got a size in there that's got enough height to it that'll get you up to those taller, narrower reels.
Okay.
Whew. Luckily, I'm not doing this at 6:30 on a Tuesday. So for like a size 16 torium or something that's a little narrower and taller, you got the height in there. Or if you're using a big, bottom reel or something like that. But the turbos are they're durable. I just like them. I would rather have something with a ceramic in it. If you want the boat guides, cool.
Sure.
We've got a couple rods downstairs that are just meat sticks. You're going to put like a 6.0 Senator on and just start cranking. But if it was me, I'm using the CRB turbos. So
I'm going to go with the American Tackle Vertus guides.
Oh, yeah? Did we ask you? I don't think we asked.
No, you didn't. You were just going to move on.
No, but I
It's
like
okay.
the...
I'll throw my 2
Yeah,
cents
that's
in.
awesome. You're just here to help spend money. You're here to help spend money.
American Tackle Vertus guides. You got 2 different ways you can go with this, the lights or the heavies. So the lights are, in the 20 to, those are the XHDs. Let's get the regular Vertus guides up there. Mm-hmm. There we go. So the lights are the heavies. The lights are going to be in like your 20 to maybe 40, 50 pound range.
Yeah.
Heavies are going to cover, the top end, probably around your 40 to 80 pound range.
Yeah.
So depending on what line class you're doing,
I like it.
The Vertus guides are great. Mm-hmm. I would definitely go with, a nanolite ring option. And then if you really want to spend a little bit of money and go with a premium option, go for those titanium frames. Bring it on.
Yeah, let's see this.
Perfect. So these are actually the XHDs.
Yep. This is what we were...
Or they might be the ULs. Those are the ULs, okay. So the ULs are going to be the unlimited class. So, if you really, really want to beef up and go to, almost a bulletproof guide, these ULs are going to be the ticket. And when it means UL, it means unlimited class. I mean, these things are, 120, 130 plus.
Perfect for a flipping stick.
Yeah, right. We'll just do size 8s all the way out.
Yeah.
And then the first set of guides that pulled up earlier, the XHDs, are kind of the in between the Unlimiteds and the Vertus Heavies. So you get 4 different types of guides in the Vertus family that accommodate 20, 30 pound rods up to unlimited. And then kind of a newer addition to the Vertus family are the 2 high frame options. I'm trying to hold them in my fingers here.
Yeah.
There we go. Let's do that. And
this is kind of what we were talking about earlier when you got some of the taller, narrower reels.
Yep.
But you don't want to put a 40 on there.
Exactly. You know what? Let's move. Sorry to move you real quick. I'm going to put them right there.
You're getting a hand cramp.
So I'm a little unsure on the sizing of these, but I think we're looking at a 20 and a 16. look right to you?
Yeah, that
Yep.
looks about right.
I was going to say it's a 25, but I think it's a 20 and a 16 in the high frame. So if you are looking
Or a
to,
16 and a 12 maybe.
yeah, something like that. One of those two.
Whatever.
If you're looking to,
Buy a digital caliper at mudhole.com today.
like Chris mentioned, if you're dealing with a reel that sits very high off of your rod blank and you're looking for your first guide to complement that height,
Yeah.
these high frames are the way to go.
Oh, yeah, I hadn't actually like really seen those in person, and so yeah, that might be nice.
Stick it.
Yeah, this is quite the that's the Walmart wiggle right there. That doesn't do a whole lot.
Didn't wiggle much.
No. What about, you got it?
Yeah.
All right. I didn't want to drop it and knock somebody out. All right.
Bust the concrete.
Hunter, what do you think about a weightless worm rod for bass fishing and a bait caster?
I
I already know.
Ooh, that's a tough one. You go. Let me think about that.
I'm gonna
'Cause
go.
The bait caster threw me off just a little bit.
Well, and see, that's where this one comes in. So you hear us talk about the SJ842 all the time. Big fan. If I go to a bait casting reel and I want a very similar type action power, and I'm going to be using something like a weightless worm, wacky rig, or even if I'm going to be using it in salt water, I like to throw a topwater bait with it, like a small, like a Super Spook Junior or a Mirror Lure, Mirror Dean, something like that. I go to the SJ843, so it's still not quite what a mag bass is. It is a little more delicate, but it is an 843 instead of an 842. I use that when I build it as a bait caster. Yep.
Bingo.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard.
Now you can get it in a spinning kit. You can.
You can. I was going to say,
And
until
you
the
get it in
very
colors,
end,
but-
when it said bait caster, I was going to recommend my signature Series 610 kit. But since you want a bait caster,
Yeah.
I like the SJ843. I think it's a great recommendation. I think I would go,
I hear a butt.
but
Yep.
I'd probably go with like the NEPS 72MF.
Okay.
So
yeah.
medium
yeah.
power.
Mhm.
I was going to say MH, but I think it's a little bit on the heavier side. I like the M
Yeah.
for kind of a finesse bait caster.
Yeah, that's good. And you could throw that weightless worm like to the moon.
Yep. Also be a really good fluke rod too. If you're into
Oh,
like
yeah.
the weightless fluke deal.
Yeah, I can't do it. Our buddy is a weightless fluke kind of guy, but I just,
Patience.
yeah.
A lot of patience.
Uh-huh. I got it, but woof. Let's see. You know, I think we're about just making sure I'm not missing any here. CRB SSR match style guide kit you recommend. I don't remember exactly. Do we have a varying option on the SSR match style spinning kits?
Probably length and color are the only two that come to my mind.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I
really-
like the I really like the Gunsmoke frame in the SSRs.
Yeah.
The all black version is also really really cool, but the Gunsmoke is where it's at. And then obviously, you know, match the length to whatever rods you're building.
Yeah. And there's a little, you know, like a little cheat code there, and it'll say from like 6 to 7 foot or 7.6 to 8 foot or whatever. So, yeah, I just for a second there, I was like, did we? I don't think we had anything like kind of different. Question, Hunter. Are matrix blanks discontinued?
They are discontinued. So this is the last. What we have now in stock will be the last available.
Yeah.
So if you have not ordered yet, definitely take advantage. Those will continue to be on closeout until we sell out of them.
Yeah.
And they are, I believe, across the board 50% off, or maybe select models are 50% off.
Okay.
But those are still on clearance. So
Sounds good. Talk to me about the butt wrap alignment tool.
unfortunately, still out of stock.
Yep.
We are working on a couple improvements
Oh, okay.
to that tool.
All right, well, I can live with that then.
And we'll hopefully have it, I'd say it's probably going to be like a March, April
All right,
time frame.
cool. Let's see. Kevin, any blank you would recommend for backpacking? Oh, you know what? I'm glad you mentioned that. Kevin, if you're not into fly fishing, get into fly fishing. And we have the native satin black fly blanks on clearance. Clearance, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Discontinue.
Because we're discontinuing them. We're still going to carry the native fly blanks, but they're going to be carried only in their specific color that corresponds to the weight of the rod. But you can get a 6-piece in the native in a satin black. I think we have a 5-weight and an 8-weight in the 6-piece, okay? That's perfect. So that gives you an excuse to learn how to fly fish. So you can put a 6-piece fly blank in your backpack. If you have a bigger backpack, run over to the travel blank series and you can pretty much go mild to wild there. There are some lighter powers in there. The TFWs are going to be a little bit lighter. The TRs are going to be a little bit heavier. So if you want to do more of a trout, ultralight, spinning setup, stay in the TFWs for the travels. If you want something like a bait casting, bass rod, stay in the TRs, okay? But both TFWs and TRs are 3-piece models. Got them in a number of different lengths. And yeah, you're ready to rock. So, all right. Trying to see here, just making sure that. Mike, our opinions on OEM blanks. It depends on what you're doing, but I've actually been very impressed on the OEM blanks that we've got in here. You know, I know not everybody has the ability to just walk downstairs and pull something off the rack and flex it and do the wiggle and all that stuff. But even though we can't really know where we get certain OEM blanks from, they've actually been pretty nice. And there's a reason that usually when we put them out there, they're gone pretty quick. I've been pretty impressed with them. I know you, you know, and people have built them for all different kinds of things. Now, am I going to outfit like my tournament rig bass boat with 25 of them? Probably not, because you're just going to be very limited on what you can get and lengths and actions and powers and different things like that. But you'd be surprised if the sticker was left on that OEM blank when it got to us. We could probably go to, you know, your local sporting goods store and go, oh yeah, it's that one right there. So yeah, they're good value and they're pretty darn good. Let me just make sure we don't have anything else. What else? What else? I think we are, I think we're pushing it. Got 43 minutes.
Yeah.
Cyber Monday.
Cyber
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Cyber
Cyber
Tuesday.
25. 25% off your order.
Yeah.
Go use those codes. There's only 50, so it's limited.
Yeah.
And they will expire today.
Right. And then the Cyber Monday, what are you doing?
20 have been used.
Okay.
20, almost
cool.
half.
Yeah, so you guys still got time. So get some shopping done. There's only 20 left or 20 used? 20 used. So you still got plenty in there. Run around a little bit. Shop till you drop. When is the Cyber Monday sale done?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Okay. So you still got a little bit of time, but remember the code stops when it hits 50. 20 have been used. So to give you guys an idea. But anyway, we're going to get out of here. Yeah, Randy, 20 have been used. So you've got 50 in total, 20 have been used. So we'll get out of here. Let y'all get back to work. If that's what you want to call it. But good job, everybody. That was another good little holiday 3/4 show, half show, quarter show, whatever you want to call it.
Graphics were incredible. Definitely will be using that again.
Uncle Phil, fantastic, man. That was, I do like to be able to show what we've got going on, and that also helped finding the, you know, the tip size and showing guides and all that stuff. So, and I tell you what, always, we're going to be 105 episodes coming up here in December, and we haven't stopped improving. And if you saw the first couple episodes, you would be like, whoa, Nelly, you guys have come a long way. But anyway, all right, we're going to get out of here. Hunter, Thank you for being here. Thank you
course.
for putting all this together. This was quite the spread, for sure. For not only Black Friday, all the Thanksgiving stuff, Cyber Monday, Cyber Tuesday, and into Cyber Half Wednesday. So, and I know everybody in the war room doing all the graphics and the help and all that stuff. So we appreciate y'all. And of course, cameramen and Jake. Thank you. All right, guys, get out of here. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday, and keep the questions coming. If y'all need anything while you're shopping between now and the holiday season, let us know. We'll
Sounds
see
great.
y'all, what is it? The 19th? The 20th?
19th.
When are we doing it?
19th. Yep.
All right, episode 105 for the Big Finish Show, 6:30 Eastern. We'll see y'all then.
Thanks for watching.